Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Ann Esselstyn.
And today we're making a recipe that I thought we posted years ago, but we haven't till now. And I'm glad somebody asked recently. We did a bowl, a big bowl with Cryle. What was it called, Wade? We made it's a big bowl of all this great food. It was like cabbage and edamame and noodles or rice and this and that and greens and I mean everything we
and tofu.
Sauce and teriyaki tofu cubes and then sauce and we tossed it all together. Anyway, we'll fly that one in here so if you want to reference that. And someone said, "This looks amazing. I can't wait to make it. What's the teriyaki tofu recipe?" And I was like, "Oh, it's in our videos." And I looked back, it's not in our videos. We did a tutorial about tempeh and tofu and how you can do that. We'll fly that in here too as well. But this is the specific recipe for teriyaki tofu, which we love. We've been making it for years. I mean, I made it when my kids were in middle school, and I'm thinking about the kid who loved it most, and he's now a senior in college. So it's been years of us not sharing this. I can't believe that. I feel like an amnesiac. But so it's on page, it's in the
A Plant-Based Woman Warrior.
Yeah, Be a Plant-Based Woman Warrior. It's on page 169, and also 76 is the teriyaki sauce alone in the sauce section, but in our tofu and tempeh section of the book here, we've got, here, top shot that. We have all kinds of tempeh and tofu recipes, so it's in there as well, teriyaki tofu or tempeh. So we're going to go with page 169 because we're not doing just the sauce with you, we're doing the tofu as well. So first let's make the sauce, and it's all laid out pretty easy here. Look at that top shot, made it look pretty. We've got teriyaki. We've got tamari.
Tamari.
Yes.
Maple
syrup. And you can use tomato paste or ketchup if you don't have
Is this ketchup?
That's ketchup. Tomato paste will do. And then here, where's our tovolo? There you go. You got one. And minced or grated ginger. Get it really well. Mince it till it's just really fine. Because a big chunk of ginger sometimes is not welcome by my kiddos. I know that, but it also gets the good flavor around it all. So it's those four things.
Wait.
Tamari. Hold on. Oh, it's tamari, maple syrup, tomato paste or ketchup, whatever you have, ginger. That's it. And then if you can add sesame seeds, awesome. You don't really have to, but it looks wonderful when you're toasting it all. Your tovolo. Oh, here, my tovolo half. It's good. Oh.
I'm sprinkling sesames around the counter.
Okay, so we've got everything we need in here, and everything is covered in sauce or ketchup or something. So you get this all stirred up. Oh, there you go. By the way, what she's holding, Ann, will you explain what that is?
This is a really nice one.
Yeah, isn't it? What is it? Will you tell everyone what it is?
This is a silpat, and you can use it instead of using parchment paper so that you aren't wasteful and you are saving our planet plus saving yourself.
Okay, so it's just a silicone thing. I think this is this is called 5-2. I don't know what that means. But now the tofu. We prefer to use a firm tofu. This is called super firm tofu. And my mom always says, "Jane, I love how you cube your tofu." And I was like, doesn't everyone cube their tofu the same way? She said, no, I like to watch you do it. And I realized that whenever we're doing demos, she always is staring at me cutting the tofu, and she's not doing her next task. So I say, put that in the sink. It's just a little bit of water. There's not a lot of water in this. You don't have to drain it or press it or anything. Super firm tofu is super firm. So the way I like to do it is I like to I'm going to cut it into, I think, 3 different.
Why do you cut that first one?
Because I had to open the package. I had to open the
package,
yeah.
Okay.
And I don't want to. My sister-in-law really hurt her hand one time cutting open the tofu package, and I don't want to do the same. Okay, so we have this basic stack that's been cut. I did it 4 times, I think. Is that 4? 4. And then you just do it vertically as much as you want. You can make big cubes, small cubes, it doesn't really matter. And I'm just rotating this for you don't have to rotate. You can move your chopping board, whatever. And then it just becomes...
Isn't it cool the way it can just off the knife go into the bowl? I love that when I'm cutting up anything.
Yeah, this is not very messy. And we made a lot of cubes here. All right, so I'm gonna stir that up. And so we have our teriyaki sauce done, and we have our tofu cubes in the mix. You can let them hang in there for hours, overnight, whatever. But I just...
Because what's so nice about tofu is that it has no taste. So when you, the longer you marinate it, the more it gets that wonderful taste in it.
Yeah, so I always joke that tofu is like your most insecure friend. Like, oh my God, what are we doing today? What are we wearing? What are we going to be like? What's our flavor going to be? I'll go. But I realize it's like your most secure friend who's like, all right, what are we going to do today? How can I support you? What can I show up with? What flavor can I have? And it's awesome. So what we do then is once you have this all coated in the teriyaki sauce, actually, no, teriyaki sauce, I want to say, I looked it up to see like what is teriyaki, like what is the essence, what's the history behind it. But it means to be cooked or with luster. So that's why it has that sweet aspect to it, and it has the salt of the soy sauce, or we use tamari, which is a lower sodium soy sauce. It's also gluten-free. I didn't know that till kind of recently. But anyway, it cooks with a luster to it. So this is going to go onto the, we need that in. Okay, we're just going to pour this onto the mat or your surface. And again, the longer, get it. I'm going to keep all the juice on the mat. Get the tofu's like a dam. So spread the tofu out like a dam, and look at us playing. So get the tofu out.
Jane, it's going under the mat now.
The tofu blocks it. That's why. No, I feel like I'm trying to rake with a little kid who's raking my pile apart. I'm trying to spread them out because they hold the.
Why not put the tofu over there in the little river?
Well, I was trying to get the tofu to stop because the river's going to flow where it's going to flow. All right, so there you go. So we're baking this. We could have done this in a frying pan on the stove and just you have to stay there with it because it will burn. So you put it on medium high and just cook it, and all the stuff clings to it. It takes much less time. This right now we have this about to go in the oven. 350 for about, I don't know how long it'll probably be until you like it. Some people like their tofu soft. Some people like it a little bit crispy.
Oh.
And anything crispy makes her just go, oh. They're not.
That's my fault.
Our river, no, it's not. It's fine. This is just going to burn, so I'm just going to try to rescue some of it. I don't know if it's going to work. But I don't know how to get it back on top of the sill plat. Anyway, it's fine. I burned so much. I mean, our example. No. I'm not the metal on this thing. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the oven and have it there for like 20 minutes. Check on it, and then 30 minutes, and it goes. So we cooked one ahead of time because we wanted to have our sample ready to go. And this is mimicking our flood that we had to the side, if you can see over here, and all the sauce built. I love how it burns sometimes. Anne kind of likes that edgy stuff. I like to go in the middle, but it is so delicious, and I want to just have us taste just the teriyaki tofu cubes. Teriyaki tofu cubes are great, by the way, served on rice, on quinoa, in a sandwich, in a wrap, in a roll. You can make these into more like triangles, making the size of like dominoes. Just cut the tofu vertically and then put the teriyaki on it. There's less real estate for the teriyaki to cling to, but you can do that and have like slabs in a sandwich. There's so many different ways you can use it, but it's really delicious. And did you try one yet? Or did you just eat the teriyaki sauce?
I
want Wade to try. So this came out of the oven right before we made the other batch. So this is nice and cool. Wade, you want to give it a try?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, there you
Thank
go. And did these come out okay?
I could eat all those.
You could eat all that. Huh. That's great. Well, when it's really warm, the sauce is still liquidy, and you put that on your rice with it. And truth be told, I often will double the amount of sauce we make, and I'll pour some of it off and save it to use as a drizzle or a sauce on top of the stuff after it's cooked. So we'll have like our greens, our rice, our teriyaki tofu cubes, and then I'll drizzle some of the extra sauce. So I might double this. I didn't do it today because I didn't want to confuse everyone about the numbers and the amounts, but it's a really great way to do it. You can also do it with tempeh, as we have in the book.
But with tempeh, we found that it's best if you cook it on the stove quickly.
And not the oven. The oven
dries it out.
Yeah, oven makes it too dry for some reason, and it cooks in just, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes on the stovetop. So it saves time, probably saves oven burning money. All right, well, we are gonna probably feast on this now. What should we put it on, you guys? What should we have it with?
We can just eat it plain with our fingers right out of the
Okay,
pan.
maybe we'll do just that. Enjoy your teriyaki tofu or tempeh. Bye-bye.